Hey everybody, this is Way to Fail Self, and we are back with more Scrolls, where our last match was eaten by the recording Kraken, unfortunately, but I pretty much got spanked by a Monogarth deck that was able to get out a lot of units early, whereas I had just a bunch of enchantments. So I've been trying to queue up and look for a ranked match, but we'll see if actually anything comes up, because I think right now I'm just stuck in the queue, and I'm used to getting matches pretty quickly. There we go. Gonna have to edit some of that waiting out. So let's see here. Waiting for the opponent, please join, and it is Robotan. Let us GLHF him, and we start out with some actual units we can play. So like I said, my earlier match was a Monogarth deck that just spanked me around. It is a deck that was fairly similar to mine, but he was able to get out a lot of creatures early, and this time we have a rat early. Is this going to be one of those fabled rat decks that I never see? Maybe. So I'm starting out with a lot of smaller cards this time. We'll see if that can work out. And right now I think he's probably going to put up a junkyard here. No, Eternal Statue. Alright, so he is really protecting his rat. We'll see how that works out. So I am going to get rid of the Kinfolk Veteran, just because I want to go ahead and get out my... let's see here. I want to get out the Kinfolk Brave first, I think. And if he really wants to expose his rat to attack him, he can be my guest. I'll just put the Leeching Ring on him next turn. So there we go, Robotan. I hope you are good. This is another mirror match with growth. And a lot of these mirror matches really come... Okay, so he's going to actually kill this guy. Oh, he's really going to kill this guy. So forcing all of those things on one wolf, I guess, isn't terrible, but you gotta really watch it because it's easy to let that kind of buffing get out of hand. So we're just gonna go ahead, prematurely make sure it doesn't get out of hand, and poison that guy. And I'll get the Sister of the Fox out next turn. Like I said, that was a pretty well played right there, because you don't want those Kinfolk Braves to sit there and start to beat on you every turn. So Druidic, oh my god, okay, so he really wants that guy to stay alive. Well, you know what, we can do that. That can be allowed, so we'll get one more energy here. And we're going to go ahead and just drop the Sister of the Fox down there. Druidic Power is 1 attack, 3 health, and its moves decreased by 1, which means this guy can't move anymore. So almost in a way, if he wants to take that, I can let him. But I think for now, what's going to happen is I'll deal with him eventually. Not sure for sure, but once again, I'm not starting out with a lot of stuff here. Rallying's not going to do me a ton of good. Let's see if we can get some other cards. Mangy Wolf isn't bad. Eternal Statue isn't bad. But I do want to go ahead and play my Soil just to see what else I can get. Okay, so lots of statues, some Crimson Bull. Stuff I can work with, but it's not going to be till next turn. So this guy's going down momentarily. I could actually do the Crimson Bull on the Wolf Summon, since I have 2. I mean, that's not terrible. It's not what I prefer to do. So he gets a Sister of the Fox out as well. My board has nothing on it, and that's by choice. So let's hear another Sister of the Fox. So that's good. So how are we going to do this? Ragged Wolf out. Let's go ahead and sag for resources because I have plenty of cards. And let's go ahead and... let's see here. I could play this statue. Just could drop it right there. I'm not too huge on statues in this situation. So let's go ahead and just drop the Sister right here. And let's play Crimson Bull. So another Fertile Soil, so if this Sister lives, I can sack her for even more cards. But managed to take that guy out, so he used a lot of enchants on a creature it's going to die. We'll see if he wants to expose that guy by putting him down here. He's going to. So a little bit of a misplay by me there. And he's going to actually put out the haste guy to take out this other unit. So overall, good show by him. Once again, what I'm finding that I'm tending to struggle with this deck, at least today, is actually facing off against other people. Or, oh, that made absolutely no sense. What I'm really struggling with this deck, it would seem, at least for right now, is actually getting cards out in time. If that makes any sense at all. So let's see here. Now I kind of want that Crimson Bull back, because I may be able to take this guy out momentarily. He's going to hide behind the statue, which is okay. Let's see here. Kinfolk Brave. See, he's just getting out a lot of things. It's almost to the point where I could just go for a Quake if I could actually get it. But since I'm not, let's see here. I do have actually a statue I can play. I may hold on to that. Multiple Fertile Soils are good, but I really kind of need the deck or cards for now. So let's make sure I have the mana to do what I want to do. If I drop down a Mangy Wolf and I drop down a statue, I'll have 6. So I can do that. Let's see what other cards we can get. Leeching Ring is nice. Let's go ahead and just put down the statue. Let's go ahead and I get another Kinfolk Brave too, so that's really nice. And we'll just leave this up here. So I want to deal with that wall, as weird as that is to sound, just because he can hide so many things behind it. But it is going to be able to heal, maybe heal up enough by the time I can attack. So we'll see what happens. So one little rat, still just going around. And right now I haven't done any damage to any of his totems, but yeah, hopefully I can just get enough shit out here in a little bit. With 2 Kinfolk Braves, that's going to force him to do something. And once these guys attack, it's going to come down to whatever else he can do. So he's going to go for up here. Which tells me, yep, I was about to say that tells me he has another card he can play. So today is the day where I really struggle against monogrowth decks, apparently. And Rumble could move these guys around, but what good is that really going to do me at this point? Not a ton. So I have plenty of cards to play. I was kind of hoping for a Quake there, but that's not happening, so let's see here. He's going to be able to attack almost no matter what. So we'll go ahead and try and tuck you down here. And we will try to tuck you here. And we will see what else we can get. So I can play that Leech Ring next turn, perhaps. Because he's just got a lot of stuff out right now. And his wall's doing its job way better than mine is. But that's okay. Don't mind here. I've made a few adjustments with cards. I tried to put in Rumbles instead of Brothers of the Wolf. But at this point, it's really just, I don't know, is it? Okay, so he's gonna, now I have to put the Leeching Ring on that guy. Actually, he's probably gonna die at the beginning of next turn anyway, so good play there. So another Eternal Statue up here, so right now I'm getting waxed. So bye-bye Kinfolk. How do I want to do this? Ancestral Totem could be pretty useful, but it's not going to be enough to take down all this stuff. What we need right now is a lot. Because you guys are going to be able to attack, you guys are actually going to be able to take me down. So let's see if we can force the issue over here. How do we want to play this? Because if I put down this wolf anywhere but down here, it's going to die. Let's put you down in the corner. Let's put you back here. Let's go ahead, and the Leeching Ring isn't going to do me a ton of good, so let's get some cards. Godhand, that'll be useful. So, Eagle Eye. Go ahead and cast it. I might as well just get another guy there, so there we go. If anyone looks like they're going to die, I can fertile soil. Otherwise, Godhand could turn the game. But I'm going to see if I can get him to kind of zag down here. Because right now he kind of has the top of this board. And if he wants to move up there, he can give it a shot. Yeah, pretty interesting. Godhand won't be able to come out for at least 2 more turns, though. So I'll have to play it kind of just right. So he's going for 6 resources, and see, yeah, he's going to start trying to whittle away at the stuff up top. Okay. So there's 1 rallying, that's good, that's what I need. How are we going to do this, though? Don't need you, let's get resources. Let's go ahead and, if I pop this wall, he's going to be able to maybe attack. Because I do want to get a lot of guys out here. I do actually want my totem out as well. Ugh. So many choices. But I can kill this wall now. I can try and kill these guys up here. Some of the stuff's a lost cause. So let's go ahead and move you all up here. And just try and knock this out now. Chances are he will be able to kill me with something this next turn. But yeah, fertile soil actually may not be the card I need any longer. So it's here, Kinfolk Jarl. What I say before, it's a card that can do well, but it's not typically a card that wins games for me. Whew, but we're kind of at the Europe Final Countdown edition of this. Because he could take that out next turn. Let's see here. How do we want to do this? We want to move you up here. Just to try and block that damage, we want to move you here. To see if you can do damage. And we're going to go ahead and get resources for this. And let's go ahead and put the champ ring on you. Let's go ahead and drop the totem down here. He could actually use this card if he moves these guys around to kill this guy, so we're going to have to play this a little more carefully than I'd like, but I'm going to be able to clear a lot of his board too, so kind of a risk to play this card, but a risk worth taking. Maybe. So there we go, lots of damage. Could conceivably take out this row next turn. I'd play Godhand first, then rallying though. So that way I can make sure all the damage goes through. But we gotta see here if he's actually willing to commit 2 units to try and kill my guy. And remember, he has 7 resources. He could totally fuck me up this turn with plenty of different ways. If he can rally the draw and go through my units, that'll be bad. He can move this guy down. Do some damage. I don't know why my voice is breaking all this, and this is kind of a critical juncture here in the match. And I wish control would, if I have control activated, I wish it'd keep the stats up, because it's good for you all to see. So just waiting. And that's on him, not on me. So he's obviously thinking about how he wants to cut this up. Maybe he knows I have something up my sleeve, I don't know. But he's been doing fantastic so far. So that's telling me, I don't know, is he going to be rallying here? No, he's doing a Ragged Wolf. He still has enough for rallying. Dryatic Power, he still has enough for rallying, and he ends his turn. Alright. So I'm not exactly sure how that guy got an extra attack. Oh, he put the stuff on him. Okay. Well, that's a little less than ideal. But let's see if we can get maybe lucky and get another cheap unit. Not cheap enough. I could get 9 and rally here. Right now I think it's going to be more important that I Godhand and kill this guy. Let's see here, because I could Bane you. I don't want you sticking around. Let's see here. Is rally going to do me about as good as a Godhand? Let's see here. That's 9 damage, and that's 11 life. So to break through there, I'm going to have to Godhand. I wish I had more on the board, but like I said, he had plenty that he could screw me up with, and he did. So as much as I don't want to use this at this juncture, it's that or die. So 1 there and there. Ugh. Very well played, Mr. Robotan, so far. And I can rally these guys next turn, so it's possible that I'll be doing even more damage here in just a little bit. The Wildling's going to be useful, but it's going to have to be backed up by other things, so the Ranger Bane may be better. So there's a Quake. Oh, going for the old reset button. That's an interesting position for him to be in. Alright. So I actually don't have to rally this turn. I can play the Mangy Wolf and clear the board just a little bit. So what I'm going to actually do is sack this for resources, strange as that sounds. And I'm going to move you up here. Makes me kind of wish I had the Leeching Ring on here. And I will drop the Wildling here. And I will drop the Mangy Wolf up here. So that'll be 6 attack and that'll go straight through. So he had actually a card advantage, and that Quake put him at a bit of a disadvantage, and now I'm the one with cards on the board, but he still has 7 mana. There's plenty he can do. So he's going to bind that guy. I can live with that. He's done his job. Kinfolk Brave with Druidic. He's really all about this Druidic power here. So, let's see here. 5 health. Ranger's Bane doesn't do me a lot of good. Give me something else. Ragged Wolf, Ancestral Totem. He has 5 health. Yeah. So I'm gonna put the Sacrificial Ragged Wolf out. Like so. Because if I did rally, that wouldn't quite be enough. Well, maybe it could be. Because we're gonna do this. So let's see here. 1. That's more damage there, so we'll want to get a Leeching Ring first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Feels like a waste, but it's better than having his board with stuff. So 1 totem down. Got him clear, so whew! I hope I can keep this up, but like I said, there's plenty that he can still do. He has a pretty dangerous deck, and he's really liking to buff his Kinfolk. So there we go, Ragged Wolf. Oh, interesting. So, is he going to buff this Ragged Wolf? No, he's just going to let the Ragged Wolf try and go to town. So, Championship Ring is going to... Let's see here. I can keep the Totem, I can put the Championship Ring on the Wildling. Both are pretty good moves. So let's actually give this a shot. Because, let's see here, I'm going to have no cards, but he's low on cards too. I want to be able to try and do something. If he only was able to spend 1 mana and didn't have a lot he could do with it, that tells me something. So we'll go ahead and just... If we put this person here, we'll keep a Meat Shield in front of our Wildling, and we'll figure all this out in just a minute. So that's another one down. I may be able to take him out next turn, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. I'm going to have to be able to find a way to move these guys down. He's doing Eye of the Eagle, so he's gotten some draws. But he knows he has to get some stuff fast. It's because I do have enough damage to take out that idol if he can't defend it. Alright, so he's putting somebody there. Are you going to buff him? Are you going to put a... okay, so Eternal Statue down here, so he's going to live to fight another day. So let's see here. Eternal Vial. That is actually a really good card for this wildling. So it heals her once every turn. But barring a quake, if he does quake, everything's going to die. So let's see if we can get something else. There we go. Unleash Inner Power. Or Great Wolf. Those are both cards that we want. We want to go ahead and drop this down here. Like so. Unleash Inner Power will be good for next turn for her. Right now we just want to kill this area. So we'll drop the Great Wolf here. So good. You're rooted, so you can't do anything, but we did do more idle damage. So I would say that this game, it turned on me being able to get a Godhand and a rally out, but it actually turned a little more on him quaking when I don't know if it was necessary for him to quake. I'll have to look at that again and see, because I don't exactly remember the board. I was just starting to clear some stuff up. But, let's see here. He is going to try and take out one of my wolves, which is fine, and he's going to try and take out the wildling, and he's actually going to succeed at that. So there we go. That's why I was saying he's living to fight another day. We actually... I can't do Unleash Inner Power and Rally at the same turn. But what we are going to do is, as much as I want to use this card... Yeah, as much as I want to use this card, I do need one more mana to make it useful. So let's see here. That's going to be 6, and that's going to be 3. Let's see if we can get something a little better. No, we didn't. So let's go ahead and cast you up here. Let's go ahead and cast you and see if we can get something, anything. There we go. And let's go ahead and rally and clear his board. We can use that next turn for mop-up work. There we go. So nothing there, as happy as you are to be a little happy wolf. So almost got his idols. If I can drop this guy and move this wolf from one of these two areas, I may be able to pull this out. So Kinfolk Brave. Kinfolk Brave actually, so he's going for one of my idols here. Balls out, which is okay. But we're just going to go ahead and end this, so GG. So that was a good, entertaining game. Thank you, Robotan. Enjoyed it. Monogrowth decks or fights are fun but stressful. But hey, got a win out of it, so I can't complain at all, and my rating is up to 1240. So that's Way to Fail with more scrolls, and I will see you all next time with more battles, ranked online, or maybe trials. See ya.